Dig them holes with bells of holly. Fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Gain we now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la la.
Step back, you know, but yet not get like lost in it, you know, because otherwise it becomes
blazing you before us.
I saw you and now I don't see you. I don't even see you anymore. Peppy! John, just turn around.
How are you?
Hi, honey.
While I tell you Yuletide treasure. Fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes. Fa la 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 la. Hail the new year, lads and lasses. Fa la 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 la.
So this is my art box, and these are actually my Good Luck series that I did. My black and white impression pieces that I've been doing. They're for good luck, and they're symbols of actually, this is a clover, these are clovers, and this is a lotus. And they're really strong pieces, and they're black and white. I don't normally do black and white, but I was experimenting with that. I normally do color. Would you like to see? So my color stuff? Okay, let me show you my color. Over here, I have... it's borderline, because it is a sanctuary, but then at the same time, it's like what you give up. You know, a painter is really... You're alone a lot of the time, you know? You have to be alone to be true to your art. If you're not true to your art and being alone to paint, then you're a bit of an exhibitionist, right? I'm really into mysticism, and I just kept thinking of this Hebrew word called tov, and I called up a friend of mine, and I was just like, what does tov mean? He goes, oh, it means good. And I'm like, great, tov, that's it, because I was thinking of the word the whole time. I was scraping it, and it's kind of extraterrestrial a little bit. There's some faces and some people hanging out in there and stuff, and a little dark, but it kind of opens up, and I like this piece. This one does it for me, for now. But I'm sure I'll do some more, but this one's Tove, and she's my baby. I'm originally from, I was born in New York, raised mainly in Florida, but my mom's Canadian and my father's French. That Atacamite, that painting that I did, I really like the colors and the textures of it. It turned me on. So I'm doing the same thing with different colors to more earth and plants and something you can eat. I don't know. Does that make sense? So I like this organicness of it. I came to New York because I just really enjoyed the nightlife and going out and friends and work, you know, and I loved New York, and I couldn't get away from New York. It actually, I couldn't get away from it. I was like, everybody was like, you have to go in Paris, you have to stay in Paris, and I couldn't. There's always a new phase. I'm always going through change and doing something different. But I think what I'm going to do is a new phase of just making a lot more detail within detail. Be a lot more complicated. I like it that way. It's better that way. It tells more of a story, and it's just more interesting. I think. You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's my own little world. You know, I mean, you can talk to artists about their artwork, and they all, you know, it's just. I just like being in this world. Well, I've always been painting. I've always been doing stuff. I mean, when I was a kid, I melted all my crayons, my Crayola crayons with like my, you know, the wood burners? So I would take them and melt my crayons down. And parents were like, okay, something's up with Sarah, you know? I really like texture. So I would just go into my fantasy world with texture and just, and then like, or like, I don't know, it's just like, it's private time for me. Like I enjoy having a couple of friends come over, but I won't paint in front of like a bunch of people. It just makes me, doesn't feel right. It feels more like acting. That's how I started. I started doing the animation, and then I really just found abstract art, and it just frees me. It's like, I don't have to work out, I just have to paint. Like, and you can play off that energy, and it would, I guess, like in an acting role, like when you're stressed out, it feeds better, you know? But for me, I just can't really, you know, that's why I'm like, ooh, I'm surprised I'm painting in front of you guys. You know, sometimes you just need to let go and let loose, and I guess that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just trusting. Okay. This one is called Swiss Intellect, it's about freedom of the mind, you know. Not that it's just instead of in French you say monter la mayonnaise, like is to build the mayonnaise in your head, you know. And I just felt that it was just a way to free yourself of all this mental jibber jabber. So that's what this is about. It's called Swiss Intellect, and it's about letting go, letting loose. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. I like this organic feel that's going on in here, and I'm just gonna really tie it all in together, and like, so then it tells a story with all the little, these are like little guys, you know. This makes me angst, and then I can go home with that feeling, and then I can paint something that just comes out like something else. And once I explain that to them, then they kind of like, okay, yeah. Okay, Sarah, you know, we'll get you that gig. I was just like, please. You know, each piece is like my own baby, my own little thing, and it speaks to you, tells you, stop, step back, take a look backwards, you're doing something. You know, like they have their own imagination. It's like, you know, like cartoonists almost. You know, they have an intimate relationship with the piece, and the piece is telling you exactly. You get ideas from looking at it and listening to it, I guess. I mean, I don't know, it's kind of a romantic way to think, you know? Especially people who do abstract versus people who do figuratives. They like, you know, you really get into the character of the face that you're doing, and in abstract, you can really get into the abstract of it too. You do the thing first, and then you go in on detail, and it's like, it speaks to you differently. 2001, yeah. I made this piece in 2001. It's called Undone, and it was actually for Bill Bouquet. It's a restaurant in uptown New York City, and it was right around 9/11. That's why I remember. Yeah, but it's called Undone, and these are body press series that I've done, and it was for the Sexy series for for Bill Bouquet. Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
And how did you make these paintings?
Do you really want to know? You know, I had a glass of wine or two, and you know, put some paint on, and yeah, that's what I did. I rolled around on the canvas myself, and then I took a wig and dipped it, and then like slapped it around on there to make it as if the hair, because otherwise, you know, it's kind of hard to get it out of your hair. And I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't do it again.
And what artists have inspired you throughout your career to do things like this?
Well, I'm going to sound like a completely ignorant fool, but I did these and I didn't even know about Klein. I didn't even know, I just wanted to do it, you know, I just thought, oh, cool, I don't know. I mean, I'm self-taught. I didn't know any of this stuff. I just kind of learned as I go, you know?
Are you an improvisational artist, would you say?
I guess you would call it that. Just kind of learn as I go. Just do things that feel good, you know? And I'll find my way. I'll find my niche. You know, that's why everything's so different. A lot of artists have like pretty much the same, you know? I don't. I just kind of do what makes me feel good, you know? And I think that it's fun like that. Well, when I meet the guy, yeah. When I meet the non-control freak man, yeah. So, maybe. Yeah, hopefully, God willing. You never know what they have in store for you. You can't make plans, can you? You know? But you can make paintings. I just do it because I love it. I just do it because it makes me feel really good, you know? And I really enjoy the movement and the energy and the magic of it. And I just dream and hope and aspire to create pieces of work that emit that energy for the buyer or for the person who has it. You know, and in the end, it has a life of its own. Paintings have their own life. They're not yours. I really hope to inspire people and to be inspired by people as well. And it's really interesting to see where they go, who owns them, who loves them, what it does for them. It's kind of fun. And it's like, it's godly-like almost, isn't it? Yeah, so it's interesting. Normally it's a solo thing, you know. It's something that you just kind of do. I don't know. I don't sketch. I'm not one of them, you know. I just really like abstract because I like to be free, and it's just like celebrating freedom, celebrating, you know, whatever divine energy makes you do what you do. It's like sometimes I look at these things and I'm like, I don't think I did this, you know, but it comes out, something, you know. So yeah, that's what I like. I really like textures, and this is the beginning of my textures phase. This is nebulous, and I don't know, you know when you're in a plane and you're always looking down and you see that grid, you know, you can see that it gets closer and closer and it looks almost like a computer chip, but it's not. You know, it's like it's the earth, and like it just emits this energy. So I kind of wanted to get that, you know, that feeling. So I guess, and then I don't know, nebulous is that whole space thing, so I just went from there to there. Anyway, this is neem, and it's a layered effect, and with the golds, and I just really wanted to have like a type of shield effect, you know, like those. So
And when did you make it? Where did you make it?
I made it last year, and I made it in my apartment. I would go up on my roof, and I'd go up. This is how I also realized I was a painter. I would get up in the morning and go up on the roof so that nobody could see me. But you know, people are like drinking their cups of coffee, going, "Oh, there she is again." I'm up on the roof, you know, painting this gold and doing the layering and waiting for it to dry, and then bringing it back down to the apartment, and then back and forth, up and down. Meme. I think that I just want people to love them like I do, and I think they do, you know. I think it's working. I just want to, yeah. This piece is called Atacamite, and Atacamite is actually a stone. It's like a very watery type of stone, like a healing stone or something. So I quite liked the stone, and I thought it was a cool name. It's different, and so when I was painting this, I just thought that it emitted the same type of energy that supposedly this stone emits. So I thought that this would be a great piece to have in someone's home. It's got, you know, it's flowing, it's moving, it has that, you know, all that beautiful spiritual stuff to it. So it's a nice piece. Done. Deep sea fishing, ocean lunch, bronze. So this is called bronzeman, and it's a layered effect that I do, that I like to do with molding paste and then like more of a sculptural type piece. And I just like the abstract imagery of it. And I came up with the name bronzeman because it just felt like it. So I like this piece. It's a nice piece. It's a very soothing piece with the blue glaze over it. So there's a lot of energy coming out of this piece for me. This is called deep sea fishing, and it's about delving into the subconscious, deep subconscious. And I guess mine is flowing. My inspiration to paint this painting was I adore flowers, and especially when it comes time of the year of my birthday. I really like to have flowers for my birthday, so I painted them so that I would have them always, constantly. I like the idea of them flowing. They keep moving. So when you sit back and you look at this piece, because it's an abstract piece, it just keeps flowing and moving, and it gets the energy of the essence of flowers and sensuality and, you know, and abstract. And there's some stuff in there. There's like a Pisces fishtail and some hearts and some, you know, it's nice. It's got a good energy to it. Still gonna keep doing this. It's just, I can't stop. I have the original sold, which is actually on a Fifth Avenue apartment hanging next to a Picasso. So this is a really special piece. What kind of questions are you gonna ask me now?
And love never walks a straight line.